Folks, welcome back to the most serious cardboard investing collecting channel, the inventor and first to market of the Scalper Scanner 5000. What we do here is we test our might. We make sure that we never run out of energy and strength. My name is Rudy. Does everybody realize that we're living through like one of the greatest cardboard eras in modern human history? Does everybody appreciate the world we're in right now? So, where are we at, everybody? Sit back, relax. 20-minute talk of Rudy rambles. Number one. Magic the Gathering. Spider-Man continues to be the bear market panic selling. People speculate right now that Spider-Man's collapse from $1,000 on a collector box to $530 plus tax. So officially, even with tax, we are now below $600. People are speculating that that is going to crash the Magic market, and we are now come to an end of the bull market of Magic the Gathering, play boxes and collector boxes and commander decks. So people think that's the end of Magic. We got Pokemon just defying all logic. They say in life, sometimes the most outrageous, the most difficult to accept outcome is the most likely outcome. The most simplest, basic outcome that's tough to believe is possible is the highest probable outcome. So Mega Evolutions across the board, absolutely on fire. I have not run a sale on it because, Rudy, are you hoarding it all? I have upgraded the Scalper Scanner to now the Scalper Scanner 5069. We've upgraded the new chips inside of it from NVIDIA, and it has the ability to scan faster for scalping now. But no, in all seriousness, memes aside, I only have 35 to 40% of my Mega Evolutions product. I don't even have over half my product. It's still weeks away, so no, I haven't done anything. I've just been watching you all, watching the market and everybody going crazy. And I will tell you all in this video today, the same thing I told everybody 2 months ago, 1 month ago, a week ago, and yesterday and this morning when we had naked breakfast time. And that is, I will eventually run a Mega Evolution sale. I'll offer patrons like 2 little Mega Evolutions boxes. I mean, I will tell you the same thing I told everybody else when it comes to Final Fantasy, when it comes to Spider-Man, when it comes to everything. I can supply you some product, but if you're looking for large volumes of these extremely hot products, you need to buy from multiple sources. It is in my best interest and my duty to make sure that I am King Dingling Scalper. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? No, I'm not kidding. It is in my best interest to make sure I can offer the product to as many people and patrons as possible, so I don't offer large multi-case orders on Pokemon right now because there's just not enough to go around. So that's what's going on with Pokemon. Continues to be outrageously successful, and now people are getting boxes, they're cracking them, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but people are reporting back to me from stores, patrons, and customers, and evil investors and scalpers that people think this is one of the best base sets that we have had possibly ever in Pokemon. People are telling me that ME1 is a better base set than Sword and Shield base. They're telling me it's a better base set than Scarlet Violet base. They're telling me it's a better base set than Sun and Moon base. That's what people have told me. Again, I don't know how to play Pikachu Pokemon and Chuck Norris gets punched with Pikachu and turns into the funny Pikachu. I don't know the game. I'm just telling you all what people are telling me. So, Magic, people are fearful right now that everything is about to go into a bear market because of Spider-Man and Hasbro being stupid. We have Final Fantasy. Single cards topped out. Final Fantasy collector boxes even pulled back 10-20%. And collector boxes across the board. Everything from Infinity to Baldur's Gate to Brothers War to Bloomborough to Wilds of Eldraine. New, old, anything. We have about a 10-15% average pullback from the all-time highs. So there's speculation, my opinion. I think what's happening is a lot of people were betting on huge profits on Spider-Man, and it dissipated very quickly. As I told you all, I couldn't even sell my Spider-Man collector boxes. I kept the last couple hundred boxes. I haven't revealed what I've been doing behind the scenes But the only thing I'll say in this video to you all is, yes, I have been acquiring more and more Spider-Man collector boxes. I'm not going to give you a number of how many I have right now, but I can tell you right now I am over 500 Spider-Man collector boxes. I'm over that number. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not over 1,000 yet, but I hope to be pretty soon. And that's what's going on with Magic. Let's jump over again. So the world of One Piece. We have One Piece booming like crazy. New PRBO2 set, also known as the premium best of reprint type set. Doing absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations to the couple hundred patrons who bought the first PRBO1 booster boxes from me. I think it was like a year or so ago. You guys did phenomenal. Those boxes are almost $500 a piece. Congratulations to a couple hundred of you all who made thousands of dollars on me on that one. Huge success. Love stories like that. So One Piece continues to absolutely just do a phenomenal job. Next, move over. Negative news. Flesh and Blood, the new Super Slam set. I have multiple stores, you guys reaching out to me. And well, I don't know, I can't tell, some of you I think are stores, but you're like an employee. You won't tell me what store you are. I've been able to get some more Super Slam booster boxes and cases to offer patrons because for whatever reason, there's a mini panic going on in the new Flesh and Blood Super Slam set. If you go on TCG Player right now, look at the chart. It's nuts. You have like 15 stores, like the chart just straight down, who's fire selling the last 5, 10, 20 boxes in their inventory, and it's caused Super Slam boxes to go from about 110 a booster box to 120, all the way down. I've seen as low as $69, $79 a box out of nowhere. And again, you want my honest advice on that? You should be doing what I'm doing. I am acquiring, if you're a store out there and you got a bunch of Super Slam and you're trying to dump them for $70, $80, it means you're going to net like $60 after shipping and fees. AlphainvestmentsLLC at gmail.com. If you have cases of product, not just a random box, if you have cases and a lot of stuff, send me a message with a picture. Let me know what you got. I'd be interested in buying it. Like, you guys know, like, the single card, like, go on TCG Player, look at the single card value of some of the Majestics, the Chase cards, and Super Slam. And if there are stores that are going to fire sale this new set for $60, $70, $80, and that's like shipped to your door, you may want to run some numbers and math on this because the numbers get quite interesting if these things are no longer 110, 120, and you've got a small handful of people just dumping everything on the books. Now again, I warned everybody, going into this exact moment at the end of September, beginning of October, we would see a pullback drawdown in all asset classes across the board. I said it in 4 to 5 videos in the last 30, 60 days due to the amount of financial strain that stores across the country are going to have to deal with and the amount of product and bills and distributor invoices they will have to pay. Now, I didn't predict the Spider-Man collapse, but because of that, all more reason I am seeing stores. I'm in the process of like, I think 14 or 15 buyout collections. I think 4 of them are stores, and like, I think the other 10 are individuals or collectors or scalper scanners. And I'm like, people are raising capital right now. Combination of cost of living, market turbulence on Wall Street, and I guess Bitcoin crashed from 120 to 110. Is that a crash? Are we considering that a crash? Fuck, it's a crash. And of course, there's all kinds of turmoil. And of course, a lot of people are banking on Spider-Man being a home run, and they thought they were going to make tens of hundreds of thousands on it. Didn't happen. Just woof, fairy dust, fugazi away. So, we're seeing liquidation in other collector boxes that have run up. We're seeing liquidation in other Pokemon sets, and people are raising capital to pay bills right now. I will be very, very clear, and I'm going to talk slower for the Timmies in the back who only have 1 testicle but 3 heads. And four legs, but 1 leg is on a stool. For those of you who are slow and special in the back, these types of moments are not crashes. These are market, I call it almost recalibrations, consolidation periods. These are the times that smart money buys. Right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm going after Spider-Man collectors as best I can. I'm going after collections as best I can. And this because people right now have to sell. These are the times that you want to move in and expand your inventory on things, okay? It does not mean, I do not believe in these theories that you all are telling me, and a lot of patron messages are saying that The Magic crash is coming now because of Spider-Man. It tipped it over. The Final Fantasy bull market is over with. I don't think that's the case. I haven't made a video yet on the Spider-Man with this crazy, good lord, have you seen the price of the flipping Soul Stone? Look at I haven't made a video on the Magic release cycle next year, including the whole Strixhaven, the new Lord of the Rings set. We got Star Trek, and of course, Lorwyn. There's so many things coming. And again, it could all crash and burn. That's a realistic option. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, I like what I see. Yes, old man Rudy, I'm with you all. I'm very unhappy to see that Magic is pretty much all universes beyond with all these other brands with more Marvel sets and Star Trek. And it's like, what happened to Magic? But I'm old. I wish I'm a dude who collects and invests in vintage Magic, which is the worst performing asset class in like 3 years in a row. So again, I'm not exactly the most educated, but I do what I like to enjoy. It makes me happy. So, summarize real quick. Magic. Spider-Man imbalance is causing all kinds of ripples. You should be buying all kinds of opportunities if you have capital. Number 2, Pokemon. We are looking at one of the best base sets in Pokemon modern history. It is what it is. That's what hundreds of you guys are telling me. It's got to be true unless you guys are all conspiracies. You're trying to bamboozle me. Number 3, Flesh and Blood's new set has a small panic going on. I would probably buy the dip on that. The last 2, 3, 4 Flesh and Blood sets, if you could get extra of these products, like folks, these are not overprinted sets. The amount of these English cases you can get in the US, I can't get more. So if you have cases, you don't want them, and you're like, well, I'm going to dump them on TCG Player for $80. I'm going to get like $65 after fees. Bro, I will buy your Flesh and Blood cases, depending how many you have, for $60, $65 a box. If you want to just dump them all and you don't want them, AlphainvestmentsLLC at Gmail. Please, not if you have one box. Please, if you have a good quantity, make it worth my time. Next, Weiss Schwarz, Weebs. The Weiss market continues to be probably one of the best Weiss markets I've seen in a while. We have multiple Weiss sets hitting all-time highs. We got Weiss sets being bought out. We've got Weiss sets disappearing from the market. Now I've been, a couple patrons, I think yesterday, I guess the Weiss set that came out a few months back, Blue Archive, is it? Apparently it's been wiped off the market. You can't even get cases of it. There's like nothing left. So we got another Weiss set spiking on there. We've got older Weiss sets. I don't want to name drop too many, but go on TCG Player, hit Weiss, hit sealed product only, run a search for booster boxes, and you can see some of these that it's like, whoa, there's like not even 20 boxes left. It's getting quite interesting and a lot of interesting sets. Other news, we are seeing an uptick across the board in speculation and excitement starting to boil with Sorcery. Sorcery is supposed to be releasing some little update or event here at the end of the month, which I'm assuming it's Gothic and reveals or exact date coming up for the release. Couple things you all need to know. Yes, I am already in possession of the Alpha Investments exclusive Sorcery promo card. It is already here. It is fucking hilarious and awesome. And we are already in possession of the exclusive, really fits me. The exclusive giant playmat for the Sorcery for you guys. So yes, we are going to be doing should be the same 3 Sorcery Gothic boxes, the pre-constructed whatever pre-con product they have. We got the exclusive promo card playmat, and we are already starting to receive some of these products. I expect the booster boxes to be here sometime in the next 30 days. I'm hoping, maybe 45 days. So yes, that's supposed to be coming up in October, November, sometime in the next 60 days, I'm assuming. We have that. And I've noticed in the last 3-4 weeks, as we're approaching, see, this happens. Every time Sorcery has a little release, suddenly everyone's like, okay, Sorcery's back, I'm excited. If you know, like our Arthurian Legends boxes bottomed at like $70 a box, and now they're back to $100. All of a sudden, everyone starts buying it up. Like going into it, you can feel the difference of it. So we'll see what happens with that. That's all I have with Sorcery. I mean, I have to admit, Sorcery is the only game that has that old school gritty feel in a modern AI computer era. So I'm hoping the Gothic set looks pretty cool. I'm hoping the boxes look pretty cool. I'm hoping that the cards, and it's supposed to be a massive set size, all kinds of hidden cool shit. I'm hoping it's a good product. So we'll see what happens with that. So, Disney Lorcana, I want to comment real quick. Yes, there's supposed to be another wave of the Fables set. People have been asking my opinion. And no, I am still not carrying Disney Lorcana. I may regret some opportunities I had in the last year to buy some of the previous sets on clearance and like a pallet of some of these things. I chose not to because Ravensburg was doing Amazon dumps of certain Lorcana products, and it makes me very nervous. That tells me the company has excessive pallets. They're moving them to Amazon. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have no respect for the secondary market. They have no respect for customers and families who are buying those products, and they just want to dilute it and make it worthless, overprinted shit. I don't respect that kind of thing, so I may regret it, but I do not, and I still do not, purchase or carry Lorcana. That's going on with that. So, before we move on to ending this video, which means we're halfway through, what does all this mean together? It means coming up here in October, I expect the turbulence to stabilize. I expect Pokemon to trend sideways, to possibly have a 10-20% pullback across the board as we move into the infamous November Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, Stepsister Tuesday, and Rudy Wednesday. Now, as we move into this, the public expects stores across the board nationwide and TCG Player, everyone's supposed to fire sale all their product and get everything off the books at losses and break even. That's always the kind of concepts in November. Now, for October, I think the biggest thing I want to know is I want to see how the Magic market moves forward after this Spider-Man drama. Because right now, the speculation is off. Everybody's still trying to figure out what's going on, okay? Everyone's trying to understand what the calibrated price of Spider-Man collector boxes should be. You have the internet, you have social media saying, don't buy Spider-Man, let's stick it to the man, we want to see it collapse. It should only be $100 a collector box. We have the internet rooting for that negativity. That's the world we live in. We all thrive on drama. We all want to see bad things happen. We all want to see the, oh my God, look what happened to that store. We all want to see, because that's what means you're human, and that's what social media has pretty much programmed in the chips inside of our head. Now, I continue to expand my position in Spider-Man, like I said at the beginning. I am not as excited or concerned with Spider-Man because I am more curious what's going to happen moving into Avatar, and I want to know what's going to happen moving forward with these Commander decks, with all these final reprints, and what's going to happen with all the Playbox reprints going to be starting to arrive pretty soon. That's what I want to know. We're coming into Turbulence with Spider-Man right at the end where Wizards is finishing all the reprints of Commander decks, and they're getting ready to swap over and do all these Playbox reprints. So now we have shakiness from Spider-Man, and now they're about to unload all the reprints of Tarkir first, Final Fantasy next, and of course, Bloom, Foundation, Edge of Eternities. So how will things calibrate as all this comes back? That's what I really want to know. There's a lot of opportunity right now, ladies and gentlemen. And before I forget, if I don't mention it, you guys will blow me the hell up. Yes, we are a couple weeks away from Azure Lane 2. If you don't know what Azure Lane 2 is, with Weiss, I will be very straightforward with you all. It's like Nikki. Yes, it's pronounced Nikki. Azure Lane, you can go on TCG Player, type in Azure Lane, look at the set, and I will warn you, it's going to be, I'm being told, it's going to be one of the first ever Bushy Road Weiss sets where stores are going to get allocated on. Laying it out there. I don't know if that's factual, but I've been told that twice now. Yes, it's a set with a bunch of chicks. They're very curvy and healthy, and it's going to be off the chart successful. The amount of you all asking, again, on Weiss, maximum order size is one case. One case is 24 boxes. Yes, it's going to sell out. Okay, the prices are going to be volatile, and just like Nikki and Azure Lane 1, the single chase cards of the healthy young ladies are going to be very expensive. And of course, if you buy a whole case from me, just like most stores, if they honor it, you get the actual promotional playmat included with the seal case. So that is coming in mid-October. Okay, so we have some interesting things coming up here. And I have another video coming on the Commander situation for Magic. I have another video coming on Spider-Man discussion. But I want to kind of, now that I'm getting back these videos, did some box openings, things are calming down after all these releases, I want to at least let everybody know what's going on. So, Pokemon, I expect to kind of calm down over the next few weeks. Maybe some small retracements. Buy the dip if you have the capital. Don't go into debt. We don't know what's coming. Magic, if you have balls of Rudy, Spider-Man collectors, that's where you want to be. We don't know how low they're going to go. We don't know how high they're going to go, but the market will calibrate. And I'm going to tell you all the same thing I told everybody during Baldur's Gate, during Commander Masters, during all the other collapses, Aether Drift, Carlo's Foreclosed Manor. I will tell you all the same thing. There will be a time, either today, yesterday, or right when you watch this video, single cards are going to spike. We're going to see buyouts of Spider-Man cards. Things are going to happen, and it's going to change the calibration and the expected value, and it's going to put a lot of distortion. We do not know the true value of this stuff, so use caution being overly positive or overly negative. Obviously, for anybody who bought Spider-Man collectors at $1,000 a box, obviously you got bamboozled. Anyone buying today seems really, really attractive. I'm buying literally daily, not single cards, collector boxes. So that's where we're at. So again, patrons, sit tight. As you know, until these play box reprints show up, I'm offering you guys, you can buy these, March of the Machine. You go back with Ixalan. You can go back to Phyrexia. I'm offering older draft boxes. So on my $118 list, you guys know I'm selling, you got Karlov Manor. Obviously, you've got Dustmorn, you got Thunder Junction, which again, I want to tell you guys, are still selling very well. Do not underestimate some of this stuff. I know we haven't talked about it much, but just for the record, like even Foundation's Jumpstart, like even Aether Drift, like I am still moving at least a case a day, so maybe 50, I'd say 50 boxes a week of Aether, okay? I mean, I'm probably still moving at least 100 boxes a week of just Outlaws Thunder Junction. Right now, probably 150 boxes a week of Dustmorn. And you're going to laugh, but Karlov Manor is probably 100, 150 boxes a week also. The cheap play boxes and the patron demand remains very strong on buying cheap play box Magic. So, I'm giving that data point for those of you who, you'll never support Rudy, you just watch my video to thumb down. I still love you, bro. Virtual mouth hug for you. But it's important, I want you to be informed that the actual market forces and people voting with their wallet, I have not seen a deviation. Now, with all the releases, I have seen a little bit lower amount of sell-through rate on play boxes right now because of the Pokemon, the Magic, the Flesh and Blood, the Weiss, the One Piece. There's so many releases at the end of September. I've definitely seen, instead of moving, 1,000 boxes a week of Magic standard play boxes, I'm probably moving 300 to 500 boxes a week. So it's lower, but that's also because we just got done doing 4 major releases. And I expect as we go in the end of the month and we move over, it's probably going to pick back up. Especially, I've noticed Outlaws and Dustmorn seem to lead the pack. But again, Karlov, Aether, and Jumpstart Foundations have definitely upticked some. And we'll see what happens. That's really all I have to say. Just want to let everybody know what's going on. Keep an eye out. October is going to be some good buying opportunities. And I do think the market's going to move forward. I do not think we're on the verge of a collapse. You're going to see comment section, who can buy cardboard, can't afford to live, the world's ending. The internet fuels negative people. Because most people, if your personal life, you have problems or you're living in a location or the job market's bad or you lost your job, your personal outlook is going to be skewed in a different direction that does not represent a larger scaled picture. And that's been an issue with the internet for a very long time. And of course, on social media and all the news, the government reports, where's the CPI? Is inflation upticking 0.1? Are we going to get an extra quarter point cut? Are we getting a 50 basis point cut? Wait a minute. Hold on. What's the PMI? Wait. What's the core producer rate? Wait. You're going to have people who obsess over dumb shit that has no impact on our lives that we can't control. You're going to find people that are going to find charts on anything. Rudy, look at the level 2 money supply. Definitely look at mortgage and credit card delinquencies are up 7/10. I can spin a picture that the world's going to end 100 different ways to you all. But guess what? Rudy's been on YouTube for at least 1 year. And I've heard and I've seen it all. I've been through multiple crashes, multiple booms. This is by far the greatest historical boom in cardboard history. And as with everything in life, most people watching this video are new. They didn't buy during the greatest opportunity of buying in modern history, which is 2022 and 2023. And here we are. I hope you all learned something. I'm going to end the video here. We got some great things coming up. We're going to keep the box openings going. I'm very excited to see where Spider-Man stabilizes. And I am excited to continue to build positions and buy collections from you guys. Do box openings, get my hands and feet dirty. And of course, I'm excited to see the end of all these Commander reprints and the beginning of all these Playbox reprints. I'm excited to see this next transition coming in the next 30, 45 days. I'm just excited about it. And I think you guys should be too. One final comment about Pokemon. Pokemon. Anybody ever do the $1 million buyout in Magic? Did anybody ever do that? I know, I heard rumors, a couple people online figured out what was going on. They tried posting it on Reddit and Facebook, but thank God the moderators, they saw the word Rudy and they banned it real quick so you guys couldn't figure it out. Thank God for that. Have a beautiful day. As always, we end this video on one of the most beautiful things in this universe. Rudy's penis.